Well,
you.
another government shutdown deadline fast approaching. Current funding runs out a week from this Friday. That is November 17th. The House is working to find a consensus on a dozen appropriations bills. So, too, is the Senate, but it's slow going. So where does all of this leave funding for border security? Let's bring in border correspondent Allie Bradley, who is live in Arizona. And Allie, there's also the question of help for all of these cities and communities struggling with the migrant crisis.
Yeah, Nichole, we've seen record numbers for migrant encounters, and more migrants means more money. And who exactly is going to be paying for that? Well, this current administration, their approach right now with what they're doing is hitting the American taxpayer in the pocket 3 times over. So what do we mean by that? Well, previous administrations leaned really heavily on the act of detention, detaining people who crossed over while they awaited their asylum processes. Some also relied on the Remain in Mexico policy. That's not happening right now. Right now, these individuals are not waiting in detention while their process plays out. Rather, they're being released into the country, and the community is surely feeling it at this point. So right now, what our sources are telling us is that Border Patrol is spending over $100 million every month to operate these soft-sided facilities across the southern border that we're seeing. Now, these are temporary processing facilities that are popping up. NewsNation has been able to independently confirm that one expansion in El Paso alone to one of these facilities cost the government over $1.9 million. But what's more here is the operational cost just to operate these facilities. Sources in Yuma alone, they're saying that it is an astronomical $500,000 a day to operate 2 of their soft-sided processing facilities. Now, after they're released from those facilities, the majority are going to go over to an NGO, a non-government organization, which is supplemented by FEMA. Of course, that comes from taxpayer dollars. Well, the agency made more than $363 million available in the last fiscal year to respond to the migrant crisis. Over $35 million of that went to faith-based charities, the majority being Catholic charities, and about $11 million went to a Yuma World Hunger Task Force. Now, the NGO will then release those individuals and sends them to their city of their choice. A lot of them are these sanctuary cities like New York and Chicago. FEMA sent over $100 million that went to New York City, $19 million went to Illinois Department of Health, and another $10 million went directly to the city of Chicago. Okay, here's where we're at right now. The president is asking Congress to give 5 major cities $1.4 billion. That's billion with a B. And while they say that they appreciate it, that's not enough. The mayors of these 5 cities in this letter say that their cities and the local taxpayers are bearing the brunt of this ongoing federal crisis, and they're now seeking at least $5 billion. Now, a retired sector chief in Yuma that I spoke with says that the fact that the mayors didn't actually offer any solutions to the influx of illegal immigration that we're seeing, but they asked for more money to assist those that are continuing to come, is like a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
When you're building soft side and spending hundreds of millions of dollars on that, when you're spending millions of dollars on reimbursement to nonprofits, when you're asking for billions of dollars for sanctuary cities and states. I mean, those are all buckets to help bail out water, but they won't fix the hole in the boat.
Now, as you mentioned, Nichole, Congress is trying to avoid this government shutdown by the 17th of this month. Right now, it's unclear if President Biden's proposal for this $8 billion border funding will have much movement here, because they've got to get enough Republicans to support this. And there's not much policy differentiation there on the asylum process, Nichole, which is what the Republicans want to see.
All right, Allie Bradley, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.